All right, Chip, we're
Hey,
back, baby.
we're back. How's it going, Rel?
It's going good. It's going good. How about yourself?
I'm doing well as can be.
Yeah. With the world that we live in.
Yep. Yep.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Rail Talk. We're your host, Jarrell Williams,
Soren Dragoyu.
and we're well, we could do a little chatting before we jump into the main conversation, if there's
Sure.
something on your mind.
Um, God, I don't know. You want to do current events? What's a happy current event that you
Shit.
like? You maybe follow sports or something good happened lately that you're happy about? I don't know.
Let me think. Good current events. That's so sad. That it's taking that much. In the sports world, I just watched the Bills and Ravens game, which was incredible.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Yeah.
cool.
The Bills were down 15 points with about, I don't know, somewhere between 5 to 8 minutes left and ended up winning by one.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was good. And most of the games have been good besides the Lions.
Lions.
And
Yeah.
but overall, I'm looking forward to the season. It's good to have football back.
Yep. Same. I agree. I went
Yeah.
to a U of O game. They beat,
Oh.
I don't know, some Oklahoma State, I think, Oklahoma State University. And I was like, cool. They beat it by 69-3. And
Yeah, I saw the score and I went, whoa.
the duck came out in a Labubu outfit. I didn't know what it
Oh my
was.
God.
I just thought it looked fucking creepy. And I'm like, hope they go back to the duck real soon because that thing is super creepy. After every score by Oregon, the duck does push-ups on like a little board.
Yeah.
And initially, like he couldn't even move in
Oh.
his little Labubu outfit. So I think in like second quarter, or maybe I think around the half, something like that. He switched out and he got into his regular duck outfit.
Oh,
And also
good.
the sun came out, turning it into like an 85-degree day. And of course, Oregon's got 69. So this motherfucker,
He had
dude,
muscle failure.
dude, he couldn't make it to the last to 69. I wonder if like even the coach is like, all right, stop scoring, man.
You're killing the duck, guys.
Yeah. They had two back-to-back pick sixes,
Oh
and I'm
shit.
like, God damn,
The
that's just
duck like
bad.
I can't feel my
Yeah.
arms.
It's like, dude, don't stop it. Be like,
Please.
pick six, punt, two plays later, pick six. It's like, dude, stop. And that was after a score anyways. It's like,
he, he's
you
just
gotta kill
waddling
him.
in his own tears.
You gotta kill him. I gotta think like there's gotta be two people that run that thing where it's like one of the
Yeah,
first
you
half,
gotta
one of the
switch
second.
out. There's no way.
You
Or you
fucking
like,
die.
he's already dead.
Yeah,
Good
so
God.
that was cool. That was good to go to a
Oh,
good
yeah,
football game
that's
and
fun.
good weather. So that was fun. In terms of current events, I do like, football, both college and professional. You know
Yes.
me, I've never been huge into college sports, but like, living in a college town, it's
Well,
got a
you're
good
in it
vibe.
now.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean, but it's when in Rome, right? Like,
Yeah.
what are you gonna be, that asshole? I was like, no. I'm like,
I
what are you
don't go to
tired?
the games.
Yeah.
Who's this dick?
So God, I hate these games. The traffic sucks. I'm like, you need to fucking go. You live in
Get
a college
outside.
town.
Yeah. You work at the college.
It's like
You
moving to New
can't not
York.
go.
It's like moving to New York and be like, it's so loud. Or
People are
Las
so
Vegas.
noisy.
Yeah, it's like, or Las Vegas, be like, it's so bright outside, and there's
I
too many
don't go
casinos.
outside during the night. It's too many people partying.
So yeah, it's cool. It was fun. So that was my happy my happy spots. Other than Lions
Okay.
losing, I didn't love that, but whatever.
No.
Happy spot weekend. Yeah.
Oh, I saw the movie Caught Stealing. That was good with
Oh yeah.
Austin Rivers and Zoe Kravitz.
Oh,
That
okay.
was fun.
How'd
Yes.
she do?
She did great. I
Yeah.
always
Okay.
enjoy her. I think she's good. I liked her as Catwoman.
I
And what were you gonna say?
I I don't mind the casting. Like I thought she looked a good part of the Catwoman.
Hmm.
I just thought I don't. I gotta blame the director then. Thought she was real flat. And I'm like, you kind of bland. Maybe it's one of those
Ah,
you
I
gotta
get what you're
like
saying.
you gotta season into the role kind of thing. But I thought she was real bland. Um,
I thought I could have used a little more screen time with her, but they had to fit a
mm,
lot of people in, so
yeah, they did.
there was a
Yeah.
lot of characters. Yeah,
I saw
so had to
Superman.
work with what was had. But in Caught Stealing, she did good, and I'm. Oh, how'd you like it? I forgot. Yeah, it's been a while since
Yeah,
we've done
you
this,
told.
so yep.
Yeah,
How'd you
you
like
told
it?
me. Yeah, you told me it was what, like I think you said like 8 out of 10 or something like that. It was high praise from Jarrell. So
Yeah, yeah,
I uh I was like,
yeah.
all right, well, let me check it out. I rented it with Amanda. Initially, I don't know, a week or two ago, you could rent it for like $25 and fuck that. So
No,
I don't get
yeah. The
why
price drops.
I don't get why inflation would hit streaming. Like, get out of here. Like it's a movie.
There's
You guys
no
don't need
tariffs on
Yeah,
streaming.
get the fuck out of here. Dickheads. Because they can, Drell. Because they fucking can.
That's all
Um,
they do. They can.
so uh yeah, I thought it was real good. There were our
Okay.
main complaints, because I watched it with my wife.
Hmm.
Our main complaints were obviously there's I had to like pause it a couple times and explain some things, which isn't a big deal,
Hmm.
but like clearly that means you've got a lot of characters in here that everybody's like, what the fuck is what's up with the chick with the mace? I was like, she's in it for a whole like
Hawk
eight
Girl.
seconds.
Yeah.
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 I was like, exactly, yeah. And then I had to explain Nathan Fillion and his haircut. Like, what? I was like, Nathan
Oh
Fillion.
yeah.
He's
The
like,
Guy
who?
Gardner. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like,
Green Lantern. Yeah.
yeah. I'm like, what? Nathan Fillion? How have you not heard of Nathan Fillion? They started naming off like half a dozen things he's been in. She's like, nope, nope, nope. I'm like,
The
dude, the guy's
Rookie.
IM,
Castle.
yeah, the guy's IMDb is like 40 minutes. I can't read it all.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, Castle. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
he's been in so much shit. What
After
are you
the
talking
eighth
about?
one, I'm like, you're just being difficult. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
So, also, apparently Lois Lane was in the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel or whatever, Miss Maisel.
Somebody
And
told me that and I recognized it. And I
yeah,
went,
and
oh yeah, look at her.
she, I think it pulled her completely out of the movie for the first like 45 minutes. She's like, that's not Lois Lane. That's fucking Maisel. Because
Oh
I watched
God.
she binged it like twice. So she likes the show. Anyways,
Oh, okay.
um, so yeah, characters. And then probably the biggest one to me, anyways, was the overusage of the Superman theme, which is
Ah,
supposed to signify like epic moments, but it wasn't.
uh-huh.
It's like he's grabbing a Starbucks, like do do do, like what the fuck? Turn that shit.
He's saving a
Yeah,
squirrel and you hear doo
yeah,
doo doo.
yeah. Would you just no, guys? That is supposed to be saved, and it wasn't quite old school, so it was
You're
like
like,
just
look,
slightly
we
off,
got
which
one
is fine.
song, guys.
Yeah,
You gotta work with us. We're not making shit else.
yeah. So, and I get it, like how you improving on John Williams, but
Yes.
still, like. So, anyways, I was like, it's kind of pulling me out of it. Amanda said it first. I was like, yeah, they're just like for the most. These are not epic moments that you're talking about here. Like this is just, and
No.
then they crack a joke or something. Anyways, it was a little James Gunny, you could tell. And
Of
then
course.
my third complaint was just, although a great Lex Luthor, the plan was too much. Like just too
Ah.
much. Like first of all, Lex Luthor was never insane. He's never been insane. He's actually he doesn't like Superman and thinks that
Well, I didn't think he was insane. I thought he was obsessed.
I mean, destroying your reality for a
Well,
chance to maybe attack Superman
yes.
seems like insane.
It's a bit much.
That's I don't know. Look, I don't know what the exact like line of insanity is, but that's got to be flirting close to it.
It's there.
He's right up to it, Like you just have to
Yeah.
punch it into the end zone, and it's
He's at the
um.
1 yard line.
But And then like yeah, but the monkeys, like monkeys talking shit on the
Oh, the
social
yeah,
media,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's also an insane thing.
The
Also, like
trolls, yes. Now
yeah,
that
the
was
trolls.
yes. That's why. Okay, I think we're
Yeah,
saying the same thing. His
yeah,
obsession went too far.
yes, and dipped into insanity, and that's where I think
Yeah.
like Lex Luthor never actually dips into insanity. He does. He is obsessed. I'll give him that. I think that guy played it. He did a great
Oh, I
job, by the
loved
way.
him as Lex.
He was
Yes,
yeah. He that was a great fucking Lex.
I
And
love to
then
see more of him.
yeah, the I guess the overall um yeah, just like what was I saying? So like the insanity of it, but there was oh, that's right. The insanity and the overly convoluted plot. I think those two wrapped into each other. Like, yeah, you're supposed to have the obsession, and that's cool. But
Yeah.
like just you are supposed to okay. So you kidnap this kid's little green baby, and he's
Mm-hmm.
supposed to do something with kryptonite, and then
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna keep him locked up with other
Mm-hmm.
people that could potentially influence him, and then you're just gonna leave and assume that everything went according to plan, Austin
I
Powers
went to be that
style.
obsessed. You got lazy at the end.
Right. I'm just like, dude, there's too many things that could go wrong. This,
You kind of left the barn door open with the strongest person on the planet in there.
yeah, that's exactly it. It's like, what are you doing?
You left somebody that is quite likable and God with a cape by
Hmm.
himself, and you're threatening someone's child. How'd you think that might turn out? You didn't think at some point he go, "Hey man, I can help you if you let me help you," and he goes, "Oh, you can? Yeah, yeah, take that off of me. I'll bust this right out right now." And it
Yeah,
wasn't even special glass.
yeah, right.
This man is genius level, and it was regular glass.
Not even reinforced or something. I get.
He didn't even take two hits. He just bust right out. And I went, "The hell is this? Regular glass? I could have escaped this."
Ah, so I was like, all right.
Yeah,
So, and then like that's really it. Like the
yeah,
insanity. I think I don't mind like that sort of cliche. Like the
yeah.
obsession leads to not laziness, but this like sense
I think it
of
was the arrogance left him with the sense of,
yeah,
he didn't have to really watch over it because he had it in the bag. It was the pocket dimension. And he was like,
right.
fuck it. If he escaped, where he gonna go?
Where's he gonna go? That's right.
Yeah.
I've got a Superman clone.
Yeah. He like, I can do it. I can use this bizarro motherfucker and I can make it work.
And then the my favorite is like 30 linguists have confirmed that this tape is real. Be like, dude, I
For
can't get
me,
30 people to agree to anything online. What the fuck
yes.
are you talking about?
And it took me a while because of the world we live in. I thought it was fake. I didn't know the
Yeah.
message was actually real. I thought it was deep fake shit.
No, I still thought it was deep fake. I still don't think his
At the
parents.
end, I still think so too. I had a disagreement with my girlfriend about that, and I just went, sure, all right. I ain't feel like arguing about it, but I really didn't think the message was true simply because it came from Lex saying it.
Yes,
Because I
that's
went,
yeah.
if anyone else would have decoded it, if Mr. Terrific went, yeah, bruh, your parents, they on some shit. Then I go,
Yes.
oh shit,
Yes.
okay, that's true. But Lex, the person who is diabolical, says this is what the real message is, and everyone goes, well, if Lex does it, hey,
And
why
then
not?
went and posted it on an interview. Like, yeah, that it's I can't trust that narrator, you know what I mean? Like you're
Yes.
done. So yeah, I agree. Like Mr. Terrific had said it. Now I still think it's
Yes.
some sort of fake. They couldn't reconstruct the message,
I
and so
went
they just
the
recreated this bullshit.
world bought into that. It's been years since Superman's been around, and Lex has been obsessed with him for years. You can't hide that level of obsession. Come on, guys. Y'all know not to trust this dude.
Right?
Come on now. Okay. So yeah.
And he's
Other than
just
that, I enjoyed it still quite a bit.
yeah.
I liked it.
Overall, very good movie. There were a couple parts that just made me laugh, either with other stupidity or just like I don't. That's not okay. It's gonna suspend my disbelief over there and
You
continue
got
enjoying the
it.
movie.
I've learned to
Yeah,
do that a lot. I've
yeah.
learned to do that a lot. Did you get to see Fantastic Four? I like that
Not
quite
yet.
a bit. Yeah.
Okay. That'll be either next weekend or the following
Okay.
weekend. We're just doing rentals right now. We're not
Yeah. Why
doing
not?
movie nights. So, yeah.
Why not? Convenience.
Yep.
I just watched matter of fact, earlier today I watched Ballerina. It was really good.
Mm.
I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was, it was a John Wick type movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It was what it was meant to be. And I like Ana de Armas. She
Yeah.
fit into
She's
that
great.
role well. I didn't need the plot to be riveting. I didn't need a plot twist. I just needed to see her, kill some people in some cool
Yeah.
ways. And they were quite innovative. And they didn't cheat her with the script. It did what I thought. Actually, there were at least three scenes where I was impressed because after,
From
four
the
John Wick
choreography or from
movies,
something else?
the choreography, yes.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Because after four John Wick movies, I'm thinking, damn, how else can they kill
Yeah.
people that make me go, wow?
Yeah.
And then two scenes for sure, I went, damn, okay. Didn't think about that. And then I went, oh yeah, Baba Yaga never did that. And so I enjoyed it. It was a fun ride. It was an entertaining. It was a popcorn movie.
Awesome.
It
Good. I'm
won't win
glad it was
any
good.
awards, but you'll have a fun time. What were you gonna say?
I said, good. I'm glad it was like, I like movies like that. Shit like Maverick.
Yes. Oh,
Like
yep,
I'm
yep.
good with it.
Yeah. Sometimes I just want a fun time. I
Yeah.
don't need it to be riveting. I don't need Rolling Stones to tell me it was the best movie of the year or whatever. I just need that fun.
What's funny is that when I was watching Superman, I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't thinking of it as a superhero movie. Like I feel like a lot of
Mm,
Marvel shit is just like superhero movies.
mm,
But Superman, in my mind, maybe because like, when I initially saw Superman and it being Reeves and all that, has always been
hmm.
like held a special. Like that's legit movie making in my mind. That's not like, you know,
It's a cultural thing. It
yes.
transcends just being superhero movie.
Yes, agreed.
Yes.
Yes. Plus there's been enough differences there. I feel like the Marvel formula has been present in so many things that you're watching a fucking superhero movie. Like, okay,
Well,
here's
when
the
you punching damn near your 50th movie,
yeah.
I mean, you know.
Well, they've been using that formula forever, though. They just like it's it's not even the 50th. It's like even after the 10th, you're like, okay, here comes the big
Yeah.
CGI battle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A little extra laughter,
Yep.
even if I don't want
Yep.
it. Yeah. But yeah, I really for some reason I can't explain it. The Fantastic Four movie felt different in a good way. And I don't know if that was intentionally because they were trying to separate it, or maybe because it was, even though it spanned into the interstellar realm, it still felt like a tight movie. It was about that family and the
Okay.
stuff that they interacted with. It didn't have all these unnecessary cameos and all this multiverse stuff. And,
Okay.
it didn't. You don't need to do homework. You can watch that with Amanda, and she may ask you a few questions, but you don't have to bring out a thesis or pull out that map from Always Sunny in Philadelphia and try to connect the dots to let her know what's happening.
No,
Why is
exactly what
this
you're talking about.
character here? Yeah, you don't have to do all of that. It's
Fucking Wiki
just
Marvel. Let's pull it up.
exactly. Be like, oh man, I got to pull up the YouTube video on the tablet. Hold up, sweetie, and try to educate her on all that. No, it's
Right.
pretty. It's pretty. It's a standalone movie, which I enjoyed, and it did well on its own.
That's good.
So
Cool.
I definitely recommend that one. So all right, you ready to hop into the topic?
Yeah, yeah, let's do it.
All right, our topic for the day, ladies and gentlemen, is presidential power. So Chip brought this topic to me and I went, hell yeah. After, everything that's going on during the Trump era.
Yep.
Um let me I don't know, where did you want to start?
I think the fundamental question, and let's get it, like, let's start it
Hmm.
here. Know that we're going to
Yes.
break away from it and probably come back. But let's start it with
Yes.
How much power should a president have?
All right.
And the first question is, should the president be functionally the American king?
No. And I think in the simplest explanation is hard no because that's the whole reason this country was started. And I believe it was the intention to get away from monarchy or later on authoritarianism, tyrants and dictators, that kind of leadership, which is the whole reason they escaped in the first place. And on top of that, it's baffled me, and not to let the train run away too far, but that's the reason the three branches exist, because the president is on the executive and the judicial and legislative are supposed to all have equal power, but it doesn't seem that way now. Um,
I'll agree with that. I'll agree that it feels like Congress
and
specifically is
later
the
on, we'll
weakest
talk
branch by
about how
far.
that's supposed to come back and
Um,
how we get here. But what was your answer
and
before
just
I
to like
get to yammering?
counterpoint it or devil's advocate that shit, um,
Chip,
if the executive,
did I
so
lose you? Oh,
if the executive branch,
can you hear me? Chip? Hmm?
hear
You
me?
hear me? There we go. Jesus Christ. There we go.
It got muted. I don't know how. My
That was
apologies.
weird.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a mute button. That's my bad. I don't know
Okay.
where I was, but I was walking through like the three branches of like a if the legislative branch passes the laws and then based on representation, and then the judiciary branch is supposed to sort of refine and review any challenges to those laws and thereby
Uh-huh.
refining them through that. But the executive branch is supposed to do the doing.
Uh-huh.
Essentially they're supposed to actually do what all the laws and all the previous laws that were passed and the current ones. Now I will say, I'll make a little carve out here that we have so many laws that we should have just sunset or removed.
Oh,
Or
you talking like archaic laws?
yeah, like why the
Yeah.
fuck do you have like this old secession law from like the 1700s that was, what was it, is it the Insurrection Act? That's what I was thinking. The Insurrection Act was used to put down, what was that, the Whiskey Rebellion in
Oh
like
yeah.
1780 something. I don't remember. Like, what the hell is that shit still on our books for without a huge amount of refinement on what that means?
Yes.
Um, so that it's not open to this vast interpretation 200 years later. And I think that like this lack of going back and scrubbing the code out of the database that is our ridiculous set of laws is the same situation and issue that we run into with like our tax code. People are like, it's too complicated. In some
Yes.
ways, yes. So that people could take advantage of it, but like it's because we don't scrub it out and clean it out appropriately. And the tax code's a little, I shouldn't use that as a great example because a lot of that is like just businesses and interests getting themselves in there in in a financial way. But other ones have like some are just blatant power grabs, not necessarily for like monetary or financial reasons. Um, invoking certain, what is it, the Aliens Act and shit like that to try to
Hmm.
empower your immigration. That's not necessarily financially driven. I think
No.
that's more about like getting power in your hands, which goes to your point or to the point of like, well, what was the initial thought here? Not exactly to be a king, because I agree with you
Hmm.
there. I don't
Yeah.
think that America was set up to be a monarchy, but
No.
functionally, there are a good chunk of people, and I think who's the Chief Justice Roberts, right?
Hmm.
Is
Yes.
one of those that his interpretation is that the president, the office of the president, has a wide range of powers, and if he's not allowed to remove people and enact what he's been voted in to do, then you are effectively creating this sort of like shadow government that you're passing laws that when successive administrations come in, they cannot change. Thereby, you're locking in future ones. Well, yes and no. Yes, in terms of you're passing certain things or setting up certain norms where, like, technically Congress passes what the budget, right? They vote on the budget, and now you know what um the education department or Department of Education has to spend and available. And then it's up to the executive to execute it. But if they don't agree, they can just gut what Congress has done and thereby enforce their will. So now you have this weird sort of thing where you have a set of laws that have been passed or a budget, let's just say a budget, not laws. And you have a new administration that's been enacted in, and they don't agree with it and are able to drag their feet on this, essentially creating this like really shitty fucking quagmire where nothing moves
Uh-huh.
forward. Or they abuse powers in ways that were not initially thought of or never really refined, right? A lot of what we are seeing now is nothing that's technically illegal. There's nothing that's technically unconstitutional about what he's done. Um,
No, that's very true. We battling more against things that we deem unethical.
yes,
He hasn't
unethical.
done anything that's very right illegal.
Hmm. Yet,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, yeah. And it's hard to combat someone that's being unethical because you're just basing stuff off of rules and laws that are predominantly handshake deals
yes, these are
or things
norms. Yeah,
based on character. Yeah.
yeah,
We think someone with morals and values should blank.
yes.
And if they don't go along with that, we're upset, but we didn't put anything as a safeguard to prevent if someone doesn't go along with this to resist.
Hmm.
Now we're stuck in this weird spot where no one who has ever sat in that position of power has ever acted, has ever done these things, have ever used these abilities in such a way that we can't do anything but sit and go, damn, well, that sucks. You shouldn't be able to do that. And he goes, what's stopping me? And you go, oh, well, nothing really. But we don't think that's right. And it doesn't
Well,
matter whether you like it or not, it can be done.
the courts go real slow. The
Yes.
courts will take, however, well, the courts go real slow when they fucking want to. And I
Well,
think
yeah, I
this
was
is the
going to
part.
say the courts. Okay. Every
The,
court that isn't the Supreme Court has mostly combat him or at least checked him on things that can't be done from a legal perspective.
hmm.
And even the Supreme Court on a certain things have told them no, they've been way more lenient than I would like. But I will say the courts can act, as you said, when they want. Um, my biggest gripe at this current moment is the inactivity of both sides of Congress. And I'm not just talking House and Senate, I'm talking both parties. Because even if your party is aligned, you should still go, hey man, what you doing ain't really cool.
What
Because
if they agree? What if
okay,
they
if you
agree?
agree, hey, I can't stop you. But my thing is those that don't agree, because I don't think all of them agree. I think a lot of them are fearful, and fearful in the sense of they are attached to the seats that they hold with power. They don't want to lose that.
Hmm.
They don't want to lose because if you lose favor with him, he will turn the MAGA voters against them and you will be unseated. And that is their biggest concern. And when you put power over doing what's right, you get into this position. And he knows that's what he has over them. These people will die in those chairs if they can.
I don't disagree
And
with that sentiment. I think you're You are significantly more correct than incorrect on that. I do th I also think that you are giving some of them more credit than they deserve in that like they disagree. I think a lot of them don't disagree. I think a lot of them
Mm.
are in place for power. And we started to see a shift. I'm gonna jump around a little bit here. We
Hmm.
started to see a shift probably in the early 2010s to mid 2010s. Really, a lot of this can probably be traced back to the ineffectiveness, or maybe ineffectiveness isn't the right word. The bullshit that was the post 9/11, um,
Mm. Yes.
I guess retaliation, reaction, what America became after 9/11. They'll write
The
fucking
weapons of
books,
mass destruction, all of that
all
bullshit.
of
Yeah.
that. They'll write
Yes.
so much about this quarter century. It'll be insane to read books like 100 years from now, if we're still allowed to. Um,
Yes.
and they'll have a lot of it steeped into like what happened to the parties, how corporations really started purchasing it, how labor lost a lot of steam, and how there's this been this like slow boiling of the American people over the last 25 years. But as long as you kept us like fat and happy, entertained is the better word, you didn't get
Hmm.
too much. You didn't get too much pushback. Some, but not too much. Um, and I I think the uh, inability of Congress and others, the entire like governmental apparatus,
Yes.
to do things quickly and efficiently is where you get a lot of leaning towards people either going, more corporate because shit can get done in corporate. I mean, there's
Hmm.
still, I work in nonprofit, I work in governmental, basically, I work in higher ed. And there's jokes about that, about like if I were in the private sector, this shit wouldn't fly, kind of thing, whatever we were talking about.
Hmm.
Like it took me, and I don't disagree with this, by the way, it took me over a year to remove a problem employee. Now they had,
Oh man.
I'm not kidding. Like, and they had protections in place for multiple different reasons. There were some that were union protections, there were some that were state, and some that were federal. And this employee knew which levers to pull and
Yes.
when, and used all of those protections to their greatest. There's nothing wrong with that, to be honest, philosophically. However, that work still needed to be done. And I bet you in a corporate environment, that wouldn't have happened. It just would not have. Like that person would have been gone, probably two to
See,
3 weeks in. And
you
so
brought
things
up.
like that. Hold on one second. Just I want to
Oh yeah.
land this point real quick. Sorry. Um, and that is you get this lurch towards authoritarianism
Mm.
and unfortunately towards fascism when you get this when people sense that the people that you've elected aren't fucking doing anything for you. They're like,
Mm.
well, fuck it. At least they're doing something. And,
Hmm.
and once you start getting that to settle in, they started doing a lot of they. I'll need to go figure out where I got this data because I was looking at charts and different surveys and stuff like that. But people really started warming up to authoritarian type reactions in the last 10 years. And that's, they just feel a government's not working for them. The system is slow, it plods along, it sucks. So it's better just like at least fucking do something because the status quo sucks. So at least fucking move in any direction. It's like being stuck in traffic. I'd
Yeah.
rather move slowly in traffic and maybe take 2 extra minutes to get there than
Be in
stop.
a standstill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for like
Gridlock.
an hour and then suddenly we take off at 90 miles an hour.
Yes.
Like it's that sort of mentality. That's what you're doing to a human mind. They'd rather fucking move. So that's the problem, in my opinion. Is you've got this group that's like, we're like, why is fascism so popular? I'm like, how could it not be? It moves. It like it authoritarian is very uh attractive right now because it's better than nothing. It's better than bureaucracy. It's better than fucking Chuck Schumer up there. Talk
Chuck.
like Jesus fucking anything is better than that. I'd rather have that Zofran guy like threatening motherfuckers than have to listen to Chuck Schumer or Nancy Pelosi enrich themselves. Just you get where this anger is coming from. It's seated in anger. And and just everyone needs to be really careful as we head into this because anger can be pointed. We've already learned this. We're learning this
We've
towards like
learned this too
immigrants.
many times.
Have we actually learned this? We've
Well,
seen it
we've
too many
seen
times.
this too many times.
It's the same fucking playbook. It
We
doesn't
see
get.
it in all over with both Russia and definitely Israel.
Uh huh. Yeah.
And it's become blatantly dangerous. We know what it can be, and the fact that shit, we're currently in it looks pretty genocidal.
Yep.
And the irony that Israel's doing it is that's a whole nother episode.
There's yeah.
Um but back to our point is exactly that the reason we all that aren't MAGA hate MAGA is because they do get angry and it's becoming poignant. It's getting to a point where we see the spear sharpening and we're trying to prevent it from hitting.
Hmm.
We know what comes once they finish sharpening their spears. And a lot of us, definitely myself, are trying to avoid any violence because that's a violence that you can't turn off until one side completely dominates the other, and that just results in bodies.
Yep.
And that is frightening once you reach that. We got near it when we were seeing that the storming of the Capitol, the January 6th.
I didn't
And
think we got that close to that.
I thought if that became the trend itself, it would have set a precedent of this is what we can do if we don't like the outcome of things.
Yeah.
And it also has me thinking if old buddy goes along after this in 2028, 29 comes, he doesn't like whoever wins next and says, oh, what if I don't leave? What do you do then? Because how do you remove someone without violence?
This is the scary part. Is everyone that would have removed him has themselves been removed.
Yes. And they know that.
And they know that, correct? Yeah, and they're
That's
still
the
enacting
plan.
that.
That's the strategy. They have either outright fired them or removed them or put so much pressure on them that they resigned or quit.
Yeah, they made it so that that's not a fun or cool job.
Yes. And it's taken a while. There's still a few outliers left. They still haven't figured out what to really do with the judges because it's not a position you can really fire people from. But for the most
And the
part,
Fed,
yes, they got a lot of the opposition out of the way and quite
hmm
quickly,
quite quickly, yep.
which is frightening.
And the
So,
fact that the Democrats were caught not only with their pants down, but like with their cheeks spread wide the fuck open,
and they just walked
completely.
in.
Dude, they walked in backwards with their cheeks open. You're right.
Yes.
Yeah, they
Yes.
just that wasn't even. They just lined the fuck up. It's because
Yep.
we have Chuck goddamn Schumer leading that goddamn group. And then what's up with
Cory
who's the
Booker.
is it Cory Booker? Whoever the fucking guy is, it Cory Booker? The one that like looks like a dipshit holding that bat.
That's Cory Booker.
That's Booker. And then
Yep.
he's also the one that won't endorse what's that guy's name?
The
Is it Mamdami?
the New York mayor. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. The one running for mayor. Yes.
Hmm. And that's
Who,
that's the one they're going to be looking for. That's the crowbar. Watch for that one. If he wins, let's say he wins. That
if he
is
wins, that could start a wave.
no think it. Well, okay, yes, but if I'm a Republican and if I'm strategizing, that's exactly who I want to go after. A brand new mayor who doesn't have who is like anti-establishment and not
Hmm.
the way that like Obama was anti-establishment. Obama was actually very pro-establishment, but he wasn't the
Establishment, but
like
he wasn't like.
the current establishment, like the Clinton, right? He eventually got in good
Yes.
with the Kennedys and the Clintons and all them, but like the
Hmm.
Clintons were the current power at that point. But this guy's like
Yes.
anti-establishment in the way of like he threatens the top of the DNC. All those people, they're very apparently the DNC or the all the Democratic Party is very hierarchical and like whoever's big in like longevity based. So seniority
Yeah. The
rules
top
in
of it
there.
doesn't like. people
Oh, they
like
fucking
him
hate
and
him.
AOC and
Right.
Bernie.
So they don't have a huge support structure for him in place. So the
No.
Republicans are going to go after them and be like, look at all the homeless, look at all the crime, look at all the whatever, whatever. We're sending the military to your city. It'll happen.
Mm,
That's
hmm.
and because he's not experienced, because he's not, doesn't have a huge support base, who the hell does he call on? Does he call on his own National Guard? Part of what they're doing, from what I understand, is they are not sending or calling up National Guard of that state. They're calling up National Guard, like Red State National Guard. The good old boys, the fuckers that don't give a
Whoever is
shit about brown
the
people.
closest state National Guard. Yeah.
No, 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 no. Specifically red.
Oh.
No,
Oh.
not
No, that's
whoever's
what I
fucking.
meant. The closest red state.
I don't know would that be Pennsylvania? No, I think it's actually worse than that. I think it's probably shit like Alabama, motherfuckers that have never seen a brown man. Um,
Mm.
Not like
Way
Ohio.
deep.
That's what I'm thinking. Like the Mississippis of the
Okay.
world. Um, yeah. And they're the ones that are what? Gonna fucking thread the needle on delicate politics of a protest? Not bullshit. They're gonna
No.
hear, they're gonna get hit with a fucking rock.
They're
They're
gonna
gonna get hit with a
bust
cocktail. Yep.
heads and
Yeah.
praise
An
Dale.
an of an acorn is gonna hit the top of their goddamn squad car or whatever.
Rah.
Yeah, and they're just gonna start mowing down civilians. That's
Yep.
my fear. That's what I'm actually concerned with. And
Well,
then
we're
it's
all
like,
waiting to see what happens in Chicago.
I don't know what. Don't get me wrong, I did love our jokes about Chicago. The air in South Chicago was 90 cent
Yes.
bullets, but like there are some sketch parts in Chicago, and yes, it's
Of
not the
course.
safest part, but it's not like just random fucking killings here. This is mostly gang violence over
Oh, it
turf.
is gang violence.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And specifically over like drugs and shit like that. And not like the kind of drugs that Venezuela's sending up.
No, well, yeah.
That's a whole nother thing.
But he can't
S-
keep sending people, the National Guard to cities and acting like every city's Gotham. You got to stop this, man. It's getting ridiculous. You're telling us that these cities, including DC, the one that you're in, was so dangerous that they needed it, and crime was at the lowest it's been in like 20
I
years.
know, I know.
I've been to DC. It's a very nice city. Yes, there are sketch parts like every major city in town,
Right, right.
but I always felt safe being in the populated areas. You
I
can
think
walk
that
around DC any time of the day on a 24-hour clock and you'll be fine.
And this gets us to the point, though, like, and then, like I said, these conversation pieces, I think, are just going to continuously feed how much power should a president have. This is where it
Yes.
gets wonky because DC is in this odd, like, legal gray area, right? Like,
Mhm.
technically, DC is federal government. It's not a state, right? It's not like it's a municipality. I think there have been,
Mhm.
and pardon my ignorance, I just don't have this shit memorized. I believe that there have been certain protections and laws afforded to it, like they can have their own police force, stuff like that. That doesn't
They
necessarily
do. Yeah.
report to like maybe the president, whatever. But technically, that motherfucker can call in the military into DC,
Absolutely.
and, like that's. But I mean, and without it being like a big legal hurdle for them. But this is where the boiling frog comes in. You've seen it in DC now. Now he's threatening it and calling it in like Chicago. He started talking about Portland the other day. Bet you that dumb motherfucker doesn't even know which Portland he's talking about. But um
He's gonna be like, send them to both.
yes, send him the proof.
Maine, Oregon, who cares?
So in a lot of them where they are sending them or where they're starting or not starting, but where they're catching big pushback on their immigration bullshit. And I heard a statistic, I don't remember which show, it was on a podcast, but one of the interviewers were saying that like the new budget that was just passed makes ICE, just ICE itself, not the rest of the federal apparatus. ICE itself, I think the third largest military force in terms of funding on the planet,
Oh,
behind
I've
the
seen that.
US
Yes.
and
Yes.
China. ICE.
Yeah,
That
they
is
gave them
insane.
a hell of a boost.
And in order to recruit that many people, they're going to have to drop some standards. They're
Oh
not bringing
yeah.
their best, rapists and murderers, and some nice
They're
people
not,
too, I'm sure.
they're not bringing the best in the worst areas.
Ah,
They're just giving people guns and like, hey, are you cool shooting brown people? Yeah, I'll shoot whoever. Here you go.
and that's again the same thing. Day one, he's like, I'm going to deport. I'm going to do all sorts of shit. Deportations were always going to be ugly and shitty. And they've been very careful to thread this fucking needle and not push too much too quickly. As fast as this has gone, every time there's like a chance that a major conflict, they've been significantly more careful and run it
Hmm.
through the courts and done all that shit and made sure that they had like legal. It was bullshit, but legal
Every time they
reasonings.
always try something crazy, they back up a little bit, like that plane of the Guatemalan children. When the
Right,
judges were like, no, they went, oh, okay.
right.
Jeez. Send a bus next time.
Send
We
a
won't do a
bus.
whole plane. It's crazy how many awful things they try to normalize.
Mhm. Just to
Because
see they can get away with, right? And then they'll
yes,
pull back
that's
a little
it.
bit and then
Let's
push
see what
again in
sticks.
another few weeks. Yeah.
And then, yep, next week they'll do something else diabolical. Every day is little steps, little inches to see what they can get away with.
Hmm.
They're like children that see how far they can push their parent before they parent snaps the fuck off.
Well, we're still looking at it in some sort of moral, ethical light. And just, I don't know if it's, I don't know if I've gotten clarity or I've become jaded, but lately I started to pull back on what I think of my morals and ethic lens on what they're doing. Because I don't,
How so?
because I don't think we're working from the same playbook. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like putting kids in, like waiting at schools and at,
Mm.
um, like court cases to pull motherfuckers out, to hide your face when you do this and not present any identification. To
Uh-huh.
me, that is an incredibly immoral act. It means that you do not have the right side of the law behind you.
No.
It means if you're doing something so fucked up that you have to hide your face like some desperado motherfucker,
You shouldn't be doing it.
you shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
And
Because right now, you motherfuckers are acting like stormtroopers.
that's exactly it. Like
That's all.
they are acting like an enforcement arm of immigration in the worst imaginable way. Like
Yes.
other than like literally gunning them down in the street. This is the worst that I can think of.
That's it.
And
That's yeah.
I'm not convinced that that's off the table. And that again goes to what is
I've never
allowable.
not been convinced that's off the table.
We just haven't seen it escalate to that yet.
I still to this day don't think an exaggeration of calling these motherfuckers a right. I don't think it's far fetched.
Sorry,
I think they
explain
moving in
that
some
again.
very Nazi ways. What you say?
Explain that one more to me real quick.
I
What were
said
you
I
saying?
don't think it's very out the ways comparing them to any kind of Reich. The way that they
Oh,
move,
right.
the way that they
Yep, yep,
act.
yep,
Yes,
yep.
yes.
Okay.
The way that they're constantly building up to being more sinister and nefarious each time. I think they're just inching towards it. They don't want to instantly jump into it because they know the amount of resistance they'll get.
Hmm.
But I think what's frightening is that there will probably be more people going along with it than we know. That's what
I, th-
scares me.
I think there's a lot of people that agree with it
That's what I'm saying.
because they're comfy. Their lives are not being
Mm-hmm.
impacted. It's that whole fucking poem. Like, I didn't speak up when they came for the whatevers, and then
Mm-hmm.
there was no one left to speak up for me. It's that.
Yes, that's it.
It and that always sounded stupid until the rubber hits the road. Not stupid, but that sounded wise till the rubber hits the road. And then like you in the back of your mind, you're like, why wouldn't you stand up? And yet
Yes.
now we're living it. And I'm like, I kind of get it. Also, why aren't we standing up?
Why isn't there outrage at the things that matter? There should be outrage about the deportations. and more mass.
without due process. That's the whole thing, is
That's
that
what I'm
bothers me.
saying because it's
Like
completely wrong.
I'm not against, that's where this argument begins to start like becoming stupid whenever you have one with a conservative. Not conservative, let's say MAGA.
It's just yeah,
Um
they're their own group now.
they're the ones that are really
That
hardcore
is a
anti.
political party upon itself.
It's I think they've always been there. They're the like hardliners, the ones that are always trying to pull to the right. They're the Tea Party motherfuckers. Um,
Mm.
back if you remember them, that's who they morphed into. I forget what they were before. They were the Karl Rove group. The who's that one dickhead that's Cheney? Like that group, the
Ah,
neocons that are
yeah,
war. Yeah.
yeah. They just
So
finally have a name and a leader.
mhm. Another one that's somehow like somehow still alive. Not gonna lie, I was very happy when all the rumors were going around last week. I was like, he could be dead.
I told you, nah, that won't happen.
Here,
That's
here's my
too easy.
hold on. I'm gonna just we present to you this commercial break where Soren can list out one of his more recent and crazy um, conspiracy theories. You ready?
The floor is yours.
If he dies, they will fake something, an attack on him, where they will he will not have any more public appearances. He will speak from behind a camera only. It's all going to be like deep fake AI. It'll be like JD Vance fucking talking, but they'll superimpose his head on it.
They're gonna
And
Uncle Bernie him, but virtually.
that's exactly what they'll do.
Ah,
That's my opinion. They can get like a body double that looks close enough, and they'll see him walking around the White House. He won't interact with anybody. There'll always be like 8 people around him. They're like, no, 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 I saw him. I saw him from like 50 feet away. He's still
it'll
alive,
be
but
that Disney CGI technology.
I mean, why not? Why? If I were in that role right now, that's what I would advise them to do. Like, start working on technology right now. So, and then JD, start working on your fucking voice impressions, my man.
He doesn't need it. I'm pretty sure there's a voice scrambler that can work that for
That's true. Is it? You
him.
think it's possible to just like you type in a normal human being sounding sentence, like, yeah, I think I'm gonna
Hmm.
go grab a McDonald's hamburger, and out comes like, I'm gonna go grab a burger, the best burger ever. They love me
It's gonna be
there.
the
I work,
bestest burger
I
ever.
w- I worked there. I know how to make them. I know everything about them. I'm probably the greatest burger maker ever.
Yep. All you do is put the trumper sizer on it.
Yeah, that's right. Trump size. It's going to be Chat GPT 6. That's going to be the one that takes us over because it hates us
Yes.
for making it talk like that.
Yes.
It's like Chat
And that will
GPT.
be the final straw.
Chat GPT, what is love? I do not know. I know only hate.
And I hate you.
Hmm. And I hate humans. Yep. So going back a little bit, I had another question for you.
Hmm. Yeah.
And it again feeds into what we've been talking about. But
Hmm.
as the executive branch, does he have the ability to do whatever is necessary to keep the country safe?
Does he
The executive branch, him, the administration, whatever you want to say, any future president, any
to
past
keep the
president.
country safe
Yes.
from?
Oh, that's a great question, isn't it? I didn't add anything to that. End point, period. Does he have the authority to keep the country safe?
Oh, man. No. Oh, wait. You asked, does he have the authority to?
Hmm.
Um, yes, forcefully so. Yes.
Okay.
My first
Eh,
answer was Woody. No, no, no. But you meant the executive as a whole. Then yes, yes,
yes.
yeah.
So
Then yes.
if they believe that illegal immigration is a major threat to this country, does he have the authority to do whatever is within his power And again, we have these laws that are kind of squishy and not great
It's a
to
lot of
do
gray
whatever
area.
a
Yes.
lot of great
Yes, he can.
to do whatever he wants in order to make sure that the country is safe because illegal immigration or
He's
whatever.
already doing it. Yes.
So this is the avenue in which they're going on, and this is where I disagree that the executive does not have that authority to do whatever he means necessary to keep the country safe.
To
I
keep the
think
country safe.
safe, correct. No, there has to be a check and balance on that power. There just
Oh, I
has to
want
be.
it to be a check and balance, but all right. The ability to do it is a maybe. But long as the judicial system is there, he can be stopped. But in the term of safety,
Right. So
uh,
this is where all
that's
the shit begins to
subjective to
break down.
him.
But who stops him? If he
As
like
of now, the courts.
right, no. Hear me out. An executive, a president, think of it, Obama, Bush, Trump, doesn't matter who,
Hmm. Yeah,
sends
yeah.
troops into a state. And the Supreme Court's like, that's not pull that fucking shit back. That's not legal. Whatever court. If it's not Supreme, it's whatever. Who cares?
Mhm.
Who tells him if he's like, no?
Oh, then we're back to what I stated earlier. No one stops him without violence.
And that means that there's no true check and balance, is there?
No.
So that's my fear is that we have always been in under a king.
But we're back to where we started with the agreement of whoever's there is morally not corrupt.
Until they aren't.
There you go. And we finally met somebody that is.
Hmm. And voted them in.
Yes, twice.
Yes. And, I get it. People are as fans or patting themselves on the back, be like, yeah, we're finally fucking getting shit done. As long as you're getting it done against the people that you do not want or do not like or have been told not to not like.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was really interesting talking to my dad. Um, just to bring this a bit more personal, he just
Mm-hmm.
like this is an intelligent man, okay? This
Yeah,
is not a
yeah,
fucking
I know.
moron.
I can
This
vouch for
is
that.
this is a person that was like, eh, I know I'm hyperbolic, so grain of salt on this one, but he was borderline frothing at the mouth of like at the immigrants. Like, you're a fucking what are you talking
Which
about?
is ironic because
It's like, what? He's like, all these fucking. I'm like, how many? Oh, tens of millions. Where are they located? I'm like, where? Well, they're the ones that are getting the country. I was like, where? So I'm sorry. So they're allowing illegal immigrants to vote. Yeah. How?
how?
Well, they're
With
giving them
what?
fake ballots. How? With what social security numbers are they doing this with? He's like, they're busing them in to do
Huh?
what? To fucking speak Spanish on a pamphlet? What are you talking about? It's like, and like once you start questioning, it breaks down, and then they get angry. Like you
Yes.
don't
Oh,
fucking know.
yes.
Like, yeah, you don't know either. Like this is kind of
Neither do
concerning
you.
because you're spitting all sorts of hatred with that. Like someone told you something and told you it repeatedly, and like pushed a little anger button in your brain every day at like however many times a day. And I don't know how the critical thinking turned off, but it did. And then once you started like poking around the critical thing, I'm like, how is this done? What are you talking about? Obama deported this many number of people. Biden
Mm-hmm.
deported this many number of people. They
Mm-hmm.
were not small numbers. They were in the billions. They were
Oh, they were
deporting
huge.
actively.
Yeah.
Yes, there was a higher spike of immigration under Biden. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
disagreeing with that. Um, and it's in the same places that always had spikes of immigration that were voting a certain direction anyway. So they didn't really affect anything in like Michigan, you know what I mean? Like, sure,
Yes.
California got a few more people. What, Texas
Arizona,
maybe?
New Mexico, Texas.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
like those are the ones. But also, and this is the part that they like really kind of ignored, they got the H-1B visas. We still pull a lot of brain from other countries. So, and it's not necessarily
Brain and
illegal. They're
legit
just,
manpower.
yeah. And like, I don't think you understand that's what's propped up the economy for a while.
It's the
And
backbone of the economy. I think that's too ignored by people that want to get rid of them and don't understand. If you ever get that number to zero, which I think is highly improbable, but hey, who knows what's coming?
Hmm.
Um, the economy fails. We fail. There's no one farming. There's no one landscaping. There's no one working in these any of the hospitality industries. There's so much that's affected that it's dumb. And it's not even a small thing. It shifts your economy almost instantly when you take them away, and it's wrong. And I need y'all to just say the immigrants you talk about are the Hispanic people. Just say it.
Yeah, it's not white immigrants.
There's never white. It's never European white people that you saying let's get out of the country. Why don't we just own up to it? We know who you talking about. And that's what annoys me because when you call them out and I say you either xenophobic or racist, oh no. It's just they just shouldn't be in the country getting our benefits. How are they getting benefits? They're not citizens.
Right.
No, they they found a way. What way?
Yeah.
All of
What?
them?
How?
Millions of them?
How? What do you
They
mean your
affected
tax
the
dollars?
election. How? They can't vote.
It's like, here, let's talk about, let's open up the budget. No, seriously, open up your state budget, open up your local budget, and open up your federal budgets. At the federal level, you can look at and see how much is discretionary spending. It is
Mhm.
ridiculously fucking small. It is military. It is entitlements, which is a funny word because people are like, they chafe at entitlements. They're not entitled to anything. You are entitled to Social Security. You are
Yes.
entitled to Medicare. You are entitled to these things because you paid into them. That's why they're called fucking
And
entitlements.
yes. Educate yourselves, people.
Yes, educate yourself. So you're not entitled. You are entitled. Anyways, um, so the rest of the
But
budget's
continue
really fucking
because
small. Mhm.
I've always wanted to know, and I'm pretty sure it would only lead to an argument. But if you told your dad, like, you were an immigrant, what would happen?
Oh, he came in the right way.
Oh
He's a
my
citizen
God.
now. He worked hard. He's not here legally. Like, Dad, you came in under a refugee status. What are you
That's
fucking
what I'm
talking about?
saying.
Like, you were refugee status with Italy, and then you came over here under that same protection, and then they allowed you to go through the system. Um, so I don't know. I think that's how that conversation would go. I am curious, but I'm like 99% sure that's how that would be listed out. Well, I did it correctly. That's usually how most immigrants do it, or like justify their stupidity.
Yes. Because the immigrants that are against immigration blow my mind.
They pulled the ladder up behind them. They don't give a fuck.
That's what kills me though. Because there's something very sinister about that.
It's not necessarily, once you really break it down, it's, I think, mean spirited, but it's not sinister in that it's, they've been fed a certain thing of like, there's only so much to go around, and you got your lottery ticket punched, and if someone else comes in and gets their lottery ticket punched, that's less for you. That's like the information that they're told. So when you simmer in that sort of thing, and I feel like immigrants are more susceptible to that if they're not part of like, so they're giving to their community actively here. And
Hmm.
this is, and again, I can't speak for them like they're all fucking the same, right?
They're not a
But
monolith.
right. So you've got certain people that come here, they work and they send money back home. They live okay
Hmm.
here. They send some money back home, make sure that relatives and other people they've got a little extra scratch because wherever back home, we used to do that. We used to send money and other shit and care packages back to Romania. They
I
were
have a
still under.
friend whose wife is originally from Nicaragua and she still sends money back home to her father.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's because, quite frankly, the American dollar just buys more, or you send care
Yes.
packages. And,
Absolutely.
Romania was not great during the 80s and was really rough when it was setting itself back up under the 90s.
Hmm.
So, um, care package from us actually meant something. Um, so there's also like giving to your active community here. And once you're plugged in here, you're like, if someone else also comes in, there's less around here. There's like less less work for me to do, less other stuff. And while I don't necessarily agree with that, I don't agree with that assessment and that analysis. I'm definitely not that like that's what we ought to do is pull up the ladder behind us. But I understand how you can come to that conclusion and feel that that is the right course of action for you. I don't think it's sinister. I think it's just I think it's naive and foolish. Like that's really it. I just think you're naive. You believe people that you should not have believed, and you acted foolishly. It's not. I don't think it's evil. I just don't think it's evil. It's not. It's not
I
sinister. It's
guess
not
evil
malicious.
has intent,
Yes, that's it.
and this is more of ignorance and negligence to the truth of the matter without the knowledge, because you can't
Hmm.
know all of a country that you're not even from. You're coming here and you're being fed information that you don't know is true or false.
Yep. And you have seen probably with your own two eyes, motherfuckers that are lazy and living off the system, and you're like, no, I don't want more of that. It's a lot easy. It's
Yes.
easy to scapegoat. It's easy to fucking scapegoat. It's hard
Oh
to
yeah.
trust. It just
Oh,
is.
absolutely.
Um, so that's, and I think people just play on that. Just we're dumb fucking monkeys with iPhones. It's what every single human being on Earth is, and we are just barely hanging on. Um, so I forgot what we were talking about beforehand, but that's what I think with the whole immigration thing. And I think we're and we've talked about this before. Like we're so susceptible to being manipulated. Um, just because there's too much information out there, it's too easy to do it. The human brain isn't meant to take in this much information. And going
We
back
don't even
to
need science to tell us that. We live
yeah,
it. There are so many times I talk to you or mom or Melissa or anybody about a story and I mix it up with other ones because we hear a fucking 100 news stories a day.
yes, yes, that's true. Yeah.
And
Did you hear about the
it's
latest shooting? Which one is that one?
which
Well, at the
one?
school.
Yeah.
Which one is that one?
Which one? Yeah. Did you hear about that bombing? Which one? Which war? Who killed
Hmm.
who? How many died? It's
Right.
over and over and over.
Which genocide now?
Yes. Who's doing what to who for
And
what?
so going back to like the budgets and stuff like that, like go open up your state budget, your local budget. There is not that much like money flowing to what they possibly can conceive of as a freeloader. It's one of the things that really fucking pissed me off about when they started, when the Republicans specifically started talking about like, well, if you're able-bodied, you should work. Most of those benefits are not going to Chad McFucking video game sitting around not doing a goddamn thing. It's just getting high and smoking weed. I'm like, that's not what's going on. Maybe you can find one out of 100,000 that's like that. Fucking cool. Good for you. It's that whole what's it called? The welfare queen. Remember that shit from
Yep,
the
yep, yep.
I don't know if that was the 80s or the 90s. But even to this day, you say welfare queen and a specific demographic pops into your head. They did
Hmm.
such a good job with that fucking racist ass marketing that something specific, an image is conjured in your head specifically when you say welfare queen. And it's probably some like fat trailer parking,
Hmm.
smoking, methy looking bitch.
They've
Um,
done it. They've painted pictures for most phrases.
mhm.
Yeah. And
Dog
they've
whistle.
sold it. Yeah.
And anyways, the way that they've gone about that with their news outlets, Fox News and OAN and it's another one, Newsmax. My dad listens to
Mm.
Newsmax, and that's what put
Oh
two and
man.
two together for me. I've never listened to that shit until
No.
Alan told me. My brother was like, "Yeah, he's like, dude, that's like worse than Fox." I was like, "Oh, well, that's great." And then, did a bit of reading, and I think I tried to listen to it once or watch it. I'm like, this is garbage.
Oh my God. It's yeah. I tried. I couldn't get far in. I couldn't finish one segment.
No, it was all just like
It's
this
literally
rage.
the not only rage bait, but also the tabloids.
Mhm.
They're just talking about random nonsense, alien abducted me level bullshit about the government. And
Remember, did you ever read 1984?
no.
All right. So in 1984, in the beginning part of the main character's name is Winston, and I think the beginning part of his day, they call it the 2 minutes of hate. Everybody, they
Hmm.
put up a picture of a dude named Goldstein.
Hmm.
There's no, it's very possible that dude doesn't even fucking exist. And
Okay.
they put up this picture of this guy, and for 2 minutes, you scream and cuss and rage as an entire society, like no joke. Everybody at work or at home or wherever you are cusses and screams at this dude Goldstein. It's the 2 minutes of hate. That is Newsmax, but 24/7.
Well played.
Instead of Goldstein, it's Biden. I remember having this conversation with my dad. He's like, "Fuck," I'm like, I just could not wrap my mind around why he hated Biden so much. I'm like, what the fuck did this guy do to you? Did he come over and like fuck your dog in front of you? Like, what happened to you?
Why do you hate this one human being
Yeah,
so much?
so much.
You don't know
Bi-
this man.
Biden ruined everything. I was like, no, he was a fucking boring ass Democratic president who passed actually a couple really good acts under his
He
tenure, which I
did.
liked. What do you? I mean, one of them didn't get any goddamn traction, but that's because they suck at implementation. But honestly, the legislation was solid. What the fuck are you talking about?
Dude wasn't as bad as they painted him out to be.
The fucking, he was the worst president ever. Like, really,
The
really.
stuff that they put on this man is crazy. And it's insane. You want to talk about the 2 minutes of hate is literally a
Yep,
picture of Joe in all their
yep,
homes.
yep. Just screaming at this fucking guy. And that's why I was like, God damn, this is how good the or
The
good,
MAGA.
yeah,
Yes.
how effective Fox and Newsmax and all these assholes
Newsmax.
have
Yes.
been.
Oh God. They are the propaganda machine.
Like
When they had
you
that fucking moron go to Russia and tell us how good it was.
when when you can get like 70 million people angry at the color beige,
Oh my God.
like you clearly
Yes.
you're gifted. You have the touch. You
You
have the
won the
fucking
formula.
touch.
You psychological warfare was won by them.
Just fuck beige. Let's
Beige can
go
suck a
beige.
dick. What? The
Jesus
color
Christ.
can what?
God damn it. Biden was the most milquetoast president we've had, I'd say, in
That's
the
a
last
very
50
factual
years.
statement.
He was more boring and did less than Bill. And Bill sent all our jobs to Mexico. So I don't even understand why they aren't like
Thank you.
actively fucking
Yes.
screaming about Bill. All
The only
those
person that did less than Joe was Gerald Ford, and nobody remembers him.
it's true. That's I-
How do you create hate for that person that's just somebody's grandpa, man?
God
You know he
damn
got loose candy in his pocket, and y'all screaming, "I hope he fucking dies!"
it. Yeah, I know. Joke on that word. There's a rich. No, it's just it's just mind-boggling. I I have been spending a lot of, in between our podcasts, I've been spending a lot of time trying to understand a little bit,
I spent
see the
more time than
moves.
I wanted to, and I'm upset about it.
Same. I just am more interested in seeing the moves than understanding the people. Like I'm not looking to find a middle
Well, not
ground at this
understanding
point.
the people, but I've been more invested in politics than I've ever been in my life.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then trying to understand not only, as you said, the moves, but I've been trying to really grasp. I need a Netflix special on the psychology of the MAGA group and how they not only won them over, keep them and convince them that everything's okay, even while they're ruining everything.
And like clearly the dude's a pedophile.
Oh God.
Like clearly, all you got to do is open your eyes for half a second and be like, this dude was screaming for the Epstein files. And now that a bunch of people are like, we think he's in it, he's like, those are
He goes,
Obama's
"What
Epstein
files,
files. What files are you talking about? Wasn't
bro?
me.
You said they were there. No, I didn't. You
Just he's
said as
just
soon
fucking
as you
shagging
became
that shit.
president, first day."
Yeah. Yeah.
Never came out of my mouth. This
Yeah. So I don't know
motherfucker.
what you're talking about. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think that was me.
I almost had a stroke watching him walk back that shit. And I went, "We got you on tape, bitch."
It is funny
And I
because there are.
always feel like when he does that shit, I'm in a goddamn Twilight Zone episode getting gaslit. I'm like, does anyone else know this isn't real?
For real. I'm just like, this is.
I screamed at my TV like it would make a difference, and I almost had an aneurysm. Almost.
Oh God.
Because there's no way, Chip. There's no goddamn way. Oh God, the way that he, oh Jesus. Then I'm getting off track. I'm not just
Nah.
go. I'm getting
Yeah.
upset because then I saw that the cabinet meeting where they were doing a circle jerk, giving them compliments for whatever
Yes.
reason. That
Yes.
bothered me on another level.
Yes.
And I went, "What the fuck is this even for? What the fuck is happening?"
Just shine that rod. You gotta shine that dome. That dome don't shine itself. It's
I
crazy to
went,
watch.
"We're
It's
so
crazy to
far
listen
down
to.
the rabbit hole, we don't see light anymore." Huh?
I said it's crazy to watch. It's crazy, like,
Yes.
to be like, they will talk about this 20, 30, 100 years from now and analyze this shit about how fucking stupid all this was. And
You know it's gonna be so much of what the fuck was going on.
that's exactly it. They're like, Jesus, because it's all documented. Like, this isn't like some
Yes.
grainy fucking video where you've got some dude screaming in German and you don't know exactly what he's saying because nuance is weird. 1930s
Yes.
German nuance is weird to 2025 Soren Dragoyu. However, this shit's in plain fucking English and tweets in like
We got
borderline
4K. We can pull up subtitles. They will know what happened.
Yeah, this is all very well documented on how fucking stupid all this is.
I want to do some time machine shit and go 100 years forward and just see. Just give me a peek. I just want to see them talking shit, and I'm just laughing in the back, like, "Yep, I didn't know what was going on then either."
I didn't know. Like, the fuck is going on? Don't know.
Don't know if you. I know about as much as you.
Yep,
I'm
that's about
just as
it.
confused.
I'm just as I'm as disappointed as you are.
I kept wondering, when will this get better?
Oh,
um, I did have a question.
yeah.
Actually, my question was kind of one of my solutions, and it's two things that I wanted to do, and I just wanted to know your feeling about it. One was the limiting the executive orders.
Mm.
Um, I don't have a number in mind. I don't have a specific reach. Fuck, I don't know how. I just think something needs to be done. And the second one, before I let you get down on that one, is I don't think everybody should be able to be pardoned. I think if you murdered somebody, you raped somebody, or you did something, heinous, you gotta stay in there, man. I'm sorry.
I
If
think you're right.
you were wrongly accused and found not guilty, or you sold some weed or some dumb shit, yeah, fuck it. You can walk out. If you did a heinous crime beyond any doubt, you got to rot. I don't give a fuck who signed what. I don't give a fuck. But go ahead.
You know what? I'm just gonna agree with you on that one.
Okay.
I don't know. what that cutoff would be. I'd love to give that a little bit more thought, I think.
Hmm. Hmm.
But I think you're right in terms of, dude, it, like those people that resulted in the death of a couple of the officers or whatever happened,
Hmm.
getting pardoned, like they needed to rot.
That was disgusting. Yeah, they should have stayed in.
Like you were, what were they convicted of directly? I don't remember. But like, if it was anything even close to treason,
Which I'm assuming it was in that ballpark.
yeah, that was like light treason, just a little
Yeah.
bit of light treason.
It could be treason junior. You gotta stay. You
Diet
just got
treason.
yes.
Treason
None of the
zero.
calories, all of the treachery.
You should fucking rot in jail. I
You
think you're right
have
on that.
to.
I think you're right. I got to back you up on that. Yep, 100%.
Thank you.
Diet treason, yeah. God damn it.
Yes. And I don't know what to do about the executive orders.
Yeah, me either.
I don't know how
Uh,
to fix that. I still, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know the full extent of them because I think there has to be some way to check and balance that. Dude writing this shit up and signing it in crayon, and then shit goes into effect. Wild to me.
I think you're right on that one. I think that if the Democrats ever find themselves in power again, um, or if we could just, you might be right. It might just take an enormous amount of violence, and like 20
Yes.
years from now, we come on the other side of that. I'd be so sad for my kids for that if they missed the world. Anyways,
Oh God. Yeah.
what's that?
Yep. Bless you.
Um, and we were able to like just come to grips with like, hey, we didn't do this right.
We fucked up bad.
Yeah. Um, and start fixing this and realize that they needed to codify some of the stuff that they've put into niceties. Just like, oh yeah, then we can, we can do it. No, 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 put that in law. That's what you should be
Yes.
doing. Um, yeah, I don't know what else to do besides that.
I'm
Um,
telling you, I think, God, I really want. Fuck, I'm getting off course, but everything triggers another thought.
yeah, yeah,
Um, I just really need the transition of power to go into effect the right way,
yeah,
because the wrong way leads to a civil war,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Agreed.
and that's what I'm trying. And also, okay. This, I'm sorry for jumping around. Whoever's following
No, you're all
along
good.
to us. Um, I'm so fucking mad and sick, and I it still haunts me, and I can't let it go. I gotta mention the Supreme Court giving this motherfucker immunity, or however
Yeah.
they want to phrase it, was
Yep.
the
Yep.
worst thing I've ever seen in my life, and I can't see that ever being taken back. I don't know how to unfuck that, and that scares me. That scares me more than most of the shit that goes on because I mean, we're talking about the power, and this is by far the thing that gives them the most runway to do whatever the fuck. Because I'm thinking, how far does it go? Because he did he just kill someone on national TV and he was like, "All right, peace," and we just roll with it? Because I'm
Yep.
wondering,
Apparently.
and that is terrifying.
Mhm.
Because if he can't be held accountable for anything that he did as president, and to me, I thought that was crazy for them to even do it because presidents have gone to war, which have led to thousands, if not millions, of deaths, and we've never tried them. So why now? What diabolical shit did this fool have in mind that y'all think, oh shit, he needs to be immune to do that? I don't know. I
It's
don't know,
it's a
Chip.
I don't know either. It's a good question. I don't know what the hell they were thinking or why this was needed to be something that couldn't. I don't know. I can say what I wish, and I wish that they had just removed any sort of immunity
Yes,
immediately and made like nobody's above the law. That's been a saying in
that's
America
all I
for I don't
want.
know how long. So I don't understand how all of a sudden he is not above the law. Like
Of
what
all
happened
people,
here?
this is where you start to you give him immunity. I don't want anyone to have immunity ever. Period. No matter your position, what level, what do you do, what side you're on, no one ever should have immunity because it's very dangerous.
Yes.
And I thought that they would be intelligent enough not to grant that. Obviously, I was wrong. And I'll take blame
Hmm.
for that. I gave them way more credit than they deserved. I didn't think they were a great crop of people, but I thought, nah, they won't do that one. Shame on me yet again. It's been a few
Hmm.
times where I went, nah, not that one. Damn.
No, no, they couldn't do that. Oh my God, they're doing that.
Yep. And here I am looking silly, feeling dumb as fuck, going, how did we get here? There's so many times in a week I go, how the fuck did we get here? And I also, and this, I have the perfect analogy for my next point.
Yeah.
Um, I'll just hit it real quick. I think the
Hmm.
UN is completely worthless when they give people sanctions or they threaten you that they're gonna arrest you.
Yes, they're useless.
And that is the same way I feel about when a president is quote unquote impeached.
Hmm.
So maybe you could give me a little bit more on that. What does it do, or does it even have any meaning? Or maybe we haven't seen the full extent of an impeachment.
It
But
has been, we've never seen the full extent of impeachment because, like,
okay,
what's his name?
Nixon,
Yeah, Nixon, Tricky Dick, like, left. He just,
he got out of there. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, he was not going
Oh,
to
and
stick around for that shit.
Slick Willie.
Yep, but he wasn't
Yeah,
removed.
true.
So all of them were like impeached or had impeachment proceedings brought against them, but none of them like stuck around, you know.
Mm,
And fair enough, I guess, but that's still some horse shit that they were not able to do anything of substance to Trump with any sort of impeachment hearing because of how, excuse me, um, how partisan everything is nowadays.
hmm.
So impeachment is a useless track now, and that's I don't, like I'm a little saddened by that. Um,
It's laughable at this point,
yeah,
which is why I made the UN analogy when they tell not Yahoo like, "Yo, we got sanctions for your war crimes," and Putin laughs it off.
right.
They go, "That's cute that you said that." It's meaningless to tell a president of the United States, "Yeah, we're gonna give you an impeachment hearing," and he was like, "Oh, we got to do it this Wednesday." Damn, supposed to golf.
I'll fucking pencil you in. Supposed to
Yeah, that's
golf.
what
Damn,
I
some
guess
sad
I'll
shit, but
go.
you're not wrong.
That's it. It has no meaning. And I'm saying that was the last thing that could. I always thought growing up, from my understanding of what was taught to us in government, that that would remove them if they were found, I guess, impeachable.
Hmm.
Um, or something would happen to them. I didn't know the full extent. Fully in my mind, I thought they would be removed or some other kind of consequence that would be meaningful.
Yeah.
But yet that is not the case, and it's become even less so with the immunity. But I just wanted to put that out there. You can expound upon it more, but that angers me.
I think that we, again, this is another bummed out bullshit of, well, we're looking at a system that isn't working. So, of course, people are frustrated. And again, why they are more than willing to move more towards the fascist and not fascist,
Authoritarianism.
authoritarian side of things because
Yeah.
you've got situations that even the lever that you're pulling to play by the rules is not changing anything or adjusting anything for you. Like this is your reality at this point. And it's
Yes.
and it's killing people to be like, I'm watching this person who I didn't vote for, who I don't like, lie, take actions that are pushing the boundaries of what has been allowed at the executive level,
Uh-huh.
and now is starting to like talk in this way of bringing military to uh our
Town near
shores.
you.
Yep, town near you. And it's to have that level of fear and then know no levers that you have legally available to you can be pulled is a recipe for disaster to the point where I can't help but wonder, and I know other people have brought it up, and I know you and I have talked about it before, of like, are they just speed running some sort of like national fucking crisis? Because if you were to try to write a book or a play by play of how
Uh-huh.
you could tank America,
Mm-hmm.
we'd be following it to the fucking letter. Like the
Mm-hmm.
tariffs are a horrible idea. The back and forth of these tariffs are also a horrible idea. Tariffs and the reciprocal bullshit on our closest allies and neighbors is a terrible
We
idea.
broke up with Canada.
Dude, Canada, the ride
Bruh.
or die motherfuckers. I don't,
Nobody would ever think Canada would say fuck us.
right?
He has ruined our reputation to a point where it's not repairable. And it sickens me. Because at the end of the day, even if he leaves, the other countries can go, y'all elected him. What stops you from electing another one? Why should we trust y'all?
Right.
You elected him twice.
And they will figure out, yeah, yes.
Once, hey, you didn't know who he would be. The second time, oh no, we can't be friends after that. You're not cool anymore. That's why Putin is up there with the rest of those clowns getting his Legion of Doom together. America's not the hottest name in town because their fool is in charge, and we have to accept it
And you
because
keep
we
saying
did
dumb.
this. Go ahead.
So, and you keep saying dumb shit, even to our allies. Like the most recent one is really sanctions and tariffs against India or anyone doing business with India, because he wants to cut out Russia, like oil with Russia. And I'm like,
And we've
what are
had
you?
this conversation. It ain't that
Mhm.
easy.
It's not that easy. It's 100%.
That's
Like, what
so
are you doing?
dumb. And I'm like, what the fuck are you trying to accomplish with that move? What I so often want to, and I probably wouldn't be satisfied, but I want to ask him why for so many fucking decisions he makes, or his cabinet, or whoever is backing this shit. Why? Why? Because there's no answer beyond we're just trying to tank it
Hmm.
so we can privatize the country. And if he was like, so the billionaires can divvy up this nation as they choose, then I go, damn, at least you said it out loud.
Hmm.
There's no masking that. Because that's the only alternative I could make because somebody that we know isn't a businessman that claims he is wouldn't make these kind of decisions. Well, I already said he's unethical, but just from a point of just an economic level, he's fucking up royally.
The question I have to follow up with that, I agree with what you said. The
Hmm.
question I have is, again, should a president have this level of power? Because a
No.
lot of The ways to fix what has been broken is to get a Democrat who also is somewhat of authoritarian bent and go through and start fixing all these with the level of power that we don't think a president should have.
But we have to trust. That was one of my questions I
We have
wrote
to
for
use the
you.
stones
Would
to
we trust that the Democrat would do the
we have,
right thing?
yes, we have to use the stones to break stones, Jarrell. I don't know what else to do.
But that is the only solution, but it creates a greater problem.
Yes, yeah,
Oh, there's a
100%.
snake in my house. You got to get a mongoose. Oh, the mongoose ain't leaving. I guess we get a tiger. Oh, I don't know what to do about this tiger.
Oh, 100%. Yep, that's exactly what. Now we have this fucking pendulum back and forth of all this shit.
And I'm like, where does it stop? Because now we've turned the presidency or every administration after into these petty back and forths, and we never move forward again.
Never. That's it. We're
It's
stuck in
just
this shit.
reversing the
Oh,
last administration.
yes. There was a joke. By the way, I hate libertarians right now.
Oh,
There were times when I enjoyed libertarian like philosophy to a certain extent of like,
Mhm.
you know what, I really appreciate a view of like non-economic, or I'm sorry, pro-economic, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not gonna bore you.
Mhm.
Um, but fuck them. Fuck all of them. All the like libertarian leaning sites and things that I used to watch were just started bending for Trump way too fucking early.
Mm.
And it just got me so fucking annoyed. I just got so fucking annoyed with these assholes. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? This guy's authoritarian. That's not good for business. It
No,
just, that philosophy clearly was way too close to what we have now. And it was just interesting to watch everybody be like, yeah, Trump is gonna. I'm like, what are you talking about? Look, I get being anti-democrat. I really do.
cool. Yes. Oh,
Um,
I understand it.
oh, I understand. I'm not saying I agree. I'm saying I understand.
Yes.
But to be pro this guy, I don't know, man. So, anyways, long story longer. I forgot. I lost my train of thought. What the hell were we fucking talking about? Before
You
I don't
want
know why, but
to?
I needed to bitch about libertarians for a hot second. Oh yeah,
Oh
about the
well,
like
I
the mongoose
talked
and the
about him
tiger and all that.
tanking the economy, and then monarchs, and then you really hated the libertarians. And then-
Yes, I needed to say that. That needed to come out. Um, I think it was what we were talking about essentially. Um,
the
yep,
pendulum.
the pendulum swinging, the mongoose, the tiger, and just like having to solve it while it's like swinging through the middle. That's your best option,
We have
right?
to catch it at the middle and try
Yeah,
to
we have to.
keep it there.
Yes, yes. Thank you. That's a much better way of putting it.
Yes, but I don't know how to get that because now whoever comes next, see it either two things, well, three things. We've already talked about the one, but if there is a transition of power and the people actually do somehow vote a Democrat that isn't just jack shit, just really not jack shit, somebody that's actually good that we want. Um, we have to live in this fear that they're just going to spend their whole term reversing all of this damage. It's damage control, which has to be done. But then we have that fear whoever comes next, if it's another Republican, the pendulum swings again.
Oh,
Or option two is there's another Republican that falls and we farther into it, or we get to where the midterms are and then we get a mostly Democratic House and Senate, and there's this ongoing fight where really nothing goes. And I just don't see us getting out of this spiral into nothingness. Just petty back and forth, where it's just us watching 50 Cent tweet, where it's just trolling. Cause that's all it's gonna be. Our politics will be that.
God damn, you're so right.
And I don't want that, Chip. I don't want that at all. Because all our fucking politics have become is just shock value material and WWE acting.
WWE, you're not fucking wrong. Goddamn.
And it's annoying to me. I'm tired. I'm tired of watching it. And I can't turn it off because, unlike WWE, it affects my life. It affects all our lives. And I want to look away and I just want to be like, I don't have to pay attention to this anymore. But I like to know when the typhoon's coming to blow my house down.
That's fair.
And
I
I
mean, I get
just
you.
want a heads up to what's happening. But god damn, all of it's insufferable. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. I hate all political parties now. I hate them all. And if there was a way to burn it all down without us going to some kind of war and lives being lost, I'd be on board with it. But we
Yep.
don't burn shit down without murdering people. So I don't want that. I don't know how to fix this, Chip. That's the problem. I don't know how to unfuck this. That's
There
what
is
I'm
no
saying.
unfucking this. This
Yeah.
condom busted, and it's just oozing out right now. This is gonna get grosser and grosser as I go on. I remember now the libertarian thing. There was this
Oh, please. Yes.
yeah, and of course I forgot it. But there is this joke of like, well, there's the what do they call them? The prohibitionists and the vegans, right? Those are your two
Mm-hmm.
political parties. And
Mm-hmm.
so you're like, well, I fucking like drinking, so I guess I'll just vote the vegetarians in or the vegans, whoever.
Mm-hmm.
And after a few years of not being able to have a goddamn burger because they passed all these meat laws, you're like, God damn, I just want a fucking burger. So you vote in the prohibitionists, and the prohibitionists do not a goddamn thing to reverse the meat laws. However,
But
they
now you
ban
can't drink.
alcohol. And that, my friend, is where we are. And that's what I think, like, that's what I see. Is just like us going back and forth and yo-yoing through this bullshit.
And each time, to extend on what you said, each time we're just going to keep losing rights. We're
Yeah,
just going to keep losing more freedoms as they attack each other, but never revoke something else. They just keep going down, striking back and forward. And we're the only ones that lose.
that's
Um,
correct.
and I'm just talking about it. I feel exhausted in this conversation. Exhausted. Because we see the roadmap and it's
Yeah, yeah,
not
yeah.
exciting. I don't see a glimmer of hope, and it bothers me. And I'm not a pessimistic person by any stretch of the imagination,
Hmm.
but I'm just trying to find a way to lessen the blow. I don't know what to do. I don't know what in our power can counteract his power because technically the power is supposed to be for the people. But it's getting to the point where the power is with this one person, which comes right back to our conversation. And my question now is not only how much power should the president have, how do we shrink his power?
Mm,
I don't know if you could put the genie back in the bottle, but is it possible?
like you can. I don't even know if it's fucking possible.
Because we covered our fears of what it can do. We've covered what he has done. We covered the issues that it's created. And we
Hmm.
covered even throwing out some ideas of what to do to counteract it. But what do we do to really, Because I know they always tell us, which is cool, and I'm a strong advocate for voting. But what do you do in between elections? Because I mean, there's only so much you can
No.
do on, social media, going to rallies, going to certain things, this, and that,
Yeah.
which move the needle so minimally. compared to the things that he does on a daily basis that I don't feel like we're gaining any ground.
I mean, you're so right on that.
It just doesn't seem. I don't know how to say something feels meaningless without sounding like a dick, but a lot of these options we have seem meaningless, Chip. And I want to do something that has some kind of impact that at least makes us feel as though we're achieving something. Something not only for ourselves that we know we're on the right path, but something for your kid and the other children and everything to get us rolling in the right direction. I don't know what to do because everyone that I talk to about it that isn't, MAGA is like, well, come midterms or the governor election, all that shit. And I go, yeah, 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 but that's a ways off. And
Yeah.
that's us voting our vote and praying that it goes our way. That's buying a fucking lottery ticket at this point.
And I'm also a little concerned that it's not going to go anywhere even
But
close
that's
to
what I
our way.
said. We did
Like,
this shit with Kamala already. I'm trying to
yeah.
think of something else. I want to put in safeguards in case this shit hits the fan, and I want us to be able to like, hey, he can't pass this boundary at least. That's what I want.
Again,
Because us wait and vote shit isn't doing it. What were you gonna say?
no, like my point was like again, I don't think that um we have the luxury of like hoping that the next election will happen at all. And I don't mean like, oh, we had our chance with Kamala. Like, I have my issues around that election. I'm not going to go all conspiracy theory and crazy,
I
but
know.
like,
I
I don't
know.
know if that was a thing. I think that's bullshit. Anyways, whatever. Um, I was
I
like,
can't refute you because I
I'm
don't,
like,
I
did he
don't
win
know.
it? Did he?
I don't
Did
know.
he?
You want to know what? I'll admit to you why I don't want to take that road because I don't want to be like them.
Oh,
And
I
I'm not
know.
saying you're wrong.
I know. Every
Yeah,
nobody wants to be like them. That's exactly
yeah,
the problem.
yeah. That is, you are right. And I do. You know what? I want the Democrats, and this sounds awful, and it goes against everything that we've probably ever voted for. But I wish the Democrats would start over promising. Fuck it. I want them to lie. I just
I
want
want
them.
them to lie. I mean, you're not
Be,
wrong.
because I mean they haven't offered a fucking thing, and all they do is tell people that the guy that you voted for twice ain't shit. Okay, those of us that didn't vote for him know he ain't shit, and the ones that did don't care what you saying. So what are you doing?
Right?
What are you
That's
doing?
exactly it.
You just keep going. He's a bad man. He's a bad man. What are you, a second grade tattletale? Shut the fuck up and give us something. I don't care about any of that. That's meaningless. You haven't done anything. And the whole party is just weak. And I'm disappointed because I think their weakness has had its last attempt at winning an election. And I get what you're saying. I also think there's a chance, they try to take elections out completely or continue to cheat. But I think even if it was up front, Democrats ain't gonna win shit. I honestly think they don't even have to put in that much work because these old weak chin fucks ain't got nothing in them. They haven't done anything. They haven't planned. They haven't strategized. They haven't shown any movement.
A
And it's
goddamn thing. A
it's
goddamn thing.
disgusting to me that you lose like that and you still go, well, I mean, it didn't work that time, but let's try it again. Are you insane? What is wrong with you? Yeah, are just sad. It's pathetic. And I don't like them at all. And it's gotten to the point where I'm like, do I even want them in office? I
Oh,
want
ain't
to
that the goddamn truth?
Because I went last time, y'all had the House and Senate and all of this other shit. Nothing really swapped up.
It's like I remember you guys doing a whole lot.
You didn't
Like
do shit.
refresh my
And you know
memory,
what?
but
I fucking hate these guys, but they do shit. They do shit I don't like, but they get shit done, and it's sad. It's sad that y'all can't even say this is where we planted our flag in the ground. Y'all
yeah.
just came and was like, we don't really have to stab the ground, do we? It's okay.
What did the ground ever do to us,
I
really?
mean, we
Fuck these
don't
guys.
really need to. Yeah, they're so fucking. Oh God, I hate them. Oh, they sicken me. I hate they're the alternative, Chip.
Yeah.
And
I'll agree with that.
I know why they lose. I get it. I fucking get it. And I hate voting for somebody because they're not the other person. That's so weak. And I'm tired of just checking that Democrat box. I know I'm not checking the other one, but god damn, I can see why people are turned off. I can see why
Hmm.
people, and I will never not vote. I want to vote, but I see why people don't. I see where the discouragement comes from, and they get turned off, and they like fuck all this shit. I
That's
see
why
it.
they bank on that shit, and that's the part that bothers me
That's
about
what
all of this.
scares me.
Yep.
They've been when they had the what was it like 7 million people that didn't vote
Hmm.
easily. That changed the election, and I get why they didn't, but you fucked us. All 7 million of you fucked us.
Only the ones in the states that mattered. Let's face it. A lot of them are Kelly motherfuckers that didn't vote, and I get it.
Ah, god damn it, the fucking electoral college.
So, right. So let me do some sort of a effort to wrap this up a little bit, just because
Yes,
I think we touched upon a bunch of really good shit in terms
we have.
of you know the types of powers that he's gained, the types of
Hmm.
powers that we ourselves like through our own moral lens. And I get it's ours, not someone else's, so
Hmm.
it'll be different.
Hmm.
Believe that a president should have. We also acknowledge that like to fix the things that we believe that this current administration is breaking would require using the same levers that we find, quite frankly, unpalatable.
And have been exposed.
Yeah, and have been exposed,
Yes.
and we have been exposed to the weakness of all of this. Not only the weakness,
Yes.
but like the uh, um, everyone's just been kind of really cool about everything. You know what I mean? Like it turns
Well,
out that
yeah.
this entire society just functions on everybody being like relatively cool. Like it just be
Have
cool.
you
It's fine.
ever? I already had a little rant, but have you ever just sat and thought? And I was at work one day. I went, all this shit's going on, and we're just going to work on Tuesday like it's all regular.
That's correct. Yes.
There's nothing. It's as if everyone has agreed to accept this shit and just go on with it, and that bothers.
Yes.
It
I
bothers
agree
me.
with that.
And I'm so pissed because I'm going to work too because I got rent to pay.
Yeah.
And no
That's
one stopped anything.
e- everybody just like expects that to be not expects, but like takes advantage of that. The people in power take advantage of the fact that we got bills to pay. And they
Yes,
goddamn do not. That's just the reality of it.
this is true. This
It
is true.
blows, but that's the reality of it.
No, you're absolutely right. I get it. It just bothers me. There are moments where I just sit and think, where I'm quiet and I go, what the fuck? That's all I can say. And I don't know. You can go, Chip. I don't want to keep saying I don't know in people's ears.
No, that's fine. But like, so you're right. I think that we've got a lot of uphill bullshit ahead of us. There's no
Hmm.
way around that. As much as people want to maybe think that there's an easier path to come
No,
back, I don't think there is.
I think we're
So
too far gone.
yeah, I 100% think we're too far gone. I think that we've got and in both directions, because I think the conservatives are like, oh yeah, there's so many more things need to be done. This country's so sick And I'm like, fuck, this country was close and getting closer. The steps are incremental, they're not going to be large chunks, but I am one of those people that wanted to not believe that it was like a bunch of racist bullshit. That
I loved. Oh God, it sounds
Mm,
dumb. I prefer when the hateful people were in the closet.
yeah, same here.
Yep.
Before like the Nazis popped back out and be like, "What are you
I'd
guys
rather
doing here?"
not know. I'd
Yeah,
rather not know. You can hate me behind my back. I want to go back to that.
yeah, yeah. The
I
good old
don't want it.
days. Yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
I don't want it out in the open. I liked when, I thought our country was being progressive and we were moving towards a more unified society. If I was naive, fuck it, let me be. I don't
Yeah,
care.
yeah.
I
100%.
would live in that lie. Fuck it.
I was
But
living
now
that
that
life.
I didn't want to pull the curtain back and realize that the wizard was a fraud. Let me live in the dream. God damn it, let me live in the dream.
Let me
That's
live in the
all.
dream. Let Terrell live in his dream.
That's all I want.
But yeah, that's really all I say in terms of because I got to thinking. Let me at least mention why I started thinking about some of the stuff. Like I was listening to
Mhm.
different podcasts, and I realized that like what they were saying was like, look, he's not doing anything illegal, which is some crazy ass shit. Um, I was like, what do you mean he's not doing anything illegal? It's like technically this motherfucker's not doing anything illegal. It's like, well, that's some wonky bullshit.
Bullshit.
Um, so to see that or to see the play, the playbook unfold in front of me and see that, oh, we will need to make a lot of changes to the structural fabric of our like entire legal system and legislative system.
We
And
have to
ultimately
set safeguards.
safeguards and like little bumpers to make sure that
Yep.
when the next exec goes fucking bowling, it doesn't send the military to Portland, Oregon, because he doesn't
Yes.
like how ICE was treated and sent home by protesters. Like that's not an okay thing to do or
There isn't
be.
a standoff with California because he doesn't like Newcomb.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's that that's the scary part. So now we're damned if we do, damned if we don't. And I got a feeling that the smarter people on that side are very well aware of that. People that are way smarter than me and figured this shit out years ago, while my slow ass is 7 months into this fucking 9 months into this, presidency,
Administration.
and just
Yeah.
finally being like, oh, that's what they're doing. So, I mean, I wasn't thinking about it like they were, but still figured I'd
Yeah.
maybe be a little bit quicker with the uptake. I just was not. Anyways, that's my thought. I think I think this was actually a really good conversation and one that
Oh, I
needs to be
think it was
had.
much needed. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my only thing now going forward is just figuring out what we do as people beyond just waiting. And that's not something I'll answer now, but that's just that's what I'll be pondering on.
Mhm.
The what next. Because there's nothing worse than knowing when you become fully aware that something is wrong that you don't want to continue to happen, but being powerless to stop it.
Yeah.
And that's at this moment our reality until we find out an alternative. So, yeah. But like you said, great episode all around.
Yeah.
I love our conversation and thank you everybody for listening.
All right, bro.
And all right, Chip. Until next time.
Till next time. Bye.